welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 3 Easter decor DIYs. All of them are really easy to make, and I got all of the materials from Hobby Lobby and Dollar Tree, so they're also inexpensive to make. I did stick with the more rustic farmhouse style, just like in some of my other DIY videos, because that's personally the style that I like best. So if you're into that style, then I think you're going to like these too. If you guys want to see how I created them, then just keep watching.
The first DIY is a framed Easter sign, and I'm going to be using paintbrushes, an Easter stencil, some chalk paint from Martha Stewart and Waverly Inspirations, and then some scrapbook paper, as well as this frame that I got from Dollar Tree. And I'm first going to be taking my chalk paint in this ivory color from Waverly Inspirations, and I got this paint at Walmart, and I'm just going to be painting the frame all around, and I did end up doing 3 coats of this. So that I know where to cut my scrapbook paper so it's the correct size when I place it in my frame, and I got the paper at Hobby Lobby. Third coat of this ivory chalk paint, and I just want to make sure that everything is covered so that nothing is showing through. Here I'm taking my scrapbook paper, which I originally was going to do the horizontal lines and ended up going with vertical because I thought it was going to look better. And as you can see, I am using a different Easter stencil than the one I showed in the beginning. I just think that this one was going to show up better, so I chose this one instead. And I'm just taping that onto the cardboard that I have underneath my scrapbook paper, and then I'm going to be taking this Martha Stewart paint, and I'm just going to be putting some on a paper towel and then taking this paintbrush and painting over the stencil. And you want to be careful not to get too much paint on your brush so that it doesn't bleed through underneath, and I'm just carefully painting over the letters until I'm completely finished. Just peeling off the stencil from the paper very slowly so that nothing bleeds or runs. You could wait for the paint to dry, which is probably smarter, but mine ended up being okay. And then once my frame is all dry, I'm just putting the paper in the frame, and that is it for this DIY. It's so easy and such a cute way to decorate for Easter. The next DIY is a floral arrangement, and I'm using a glass vase, some fake flowers, some decorative eggs, and moss. I got the moss and vase from Dollar Tree, and the fake flowers and decorative eggs are from Hobby Lobby. And I'm just taking the moss and putting a fair amount in the bottom of the vase, and then I'm taking these decorative robin's eggs and I'm putting them on top of the moss. And then I'm just going to be placing my flowers on top of that and sticking them down into the moss so that they don't move around a whole lot, and then just kind of putting more eggs around it so you can cover up the stems of the flowers. This was by far the easiest DIY out of the 3, and it only took a few minutes to do it. DIY number 3, I'm making decorative eggs, farmhouse style, and I'm just using some jute, some plastic eggs, and my hot glue gun for this. You can get all of these materials at your local craft store. And I'm first just taking a long piece of jute and cutting that off and using my hot glue gun to place some glue on the very bottom of the plastic egg. And you want to wait just a second for it to get a little tacky so that the glue is not super wet when you attach the jute, or the jute will just slip and slide. And then I'm just twirling the jute around on the bottom of the egg so that it starts a little circle so that I can start wrapping the jute around my egg. adding some hot glue and then wrapping my jute around on the hot glue. And you basically just keep doing those 2 steps until your plastic egg is entirely covered with the jute. To finish the egg, you're just going to take your jute and wrap it as small as you can around the tip of the egg. You're going to cut off where it's ending and then take a little bit more hot glue and just glue down that end bottom piece. Now I'm going to be adding some of this lace ribbon that I got from Dollar Tree around the eggs. I thought that they were kind of plain and they needed a little something extra, so that's why I decided to add this. And I'm just going to be cutting them to size to fit around the egg and then hot gluing them on. If you see me pulling stuff off the egg, it's just excess hot glue that came through on the jute, and it's really easy to pull off. Those were my Easter DIYs. I really enjoyed making them. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe before leaving and hit that notification bell so you can be notified of my future videos. Thank you so much for watching.